So it's the new year and many of us are back in the office, renewed and refreshed for a big year ahead. A question our team has been getting a lot in the last few weeks is, now that it's 2019, what sort of marketing strategies should we be doing more of or doubling down on? And what sort of strategies should we be doing less of or pulling out of completely? In this video, you're going to learn exactly what strategies you should be doing more of in 2019 and which ones we would recommend doing less of in order to maximize your return on investment and grow your business faster than ever before. Hey, it's Jason here from Bambrick Media. We've invested over 20 years and tens of millions of dollars understanding exactly how digital marketing works and how it doesn't. And we're going to be releasing a ton of video content to help you make your digital marketing more effective and more profitable. If you're new here, please go ahead and click the big subscribe button to make sure you get all the new videos as they go live. The first thing you should consider cutting to improve your overall return on investment of your marketing budget in 2019 are any channels or strategies that have a comparatively high cost per lead or cost of acquisition. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say you currently get your traffic and leads from organic search, paid search, display ads, and social ads. And let's say your cost per lead on organic search is $20 and you're really happy with that. And your cost per lead on your display ads, $23, which you're also happy with. And then perhaps your cost per lead on paid search is $30, which is a little bit more expensive, but when you think about it, all of the leads that you've spoken to that have come through paid search, that the context and the quality of those leads seems to be really high, they tend to convert at a higher rate, so you're happy to pay $30 a lead for those ones. Then when you look at your leads coming in from social media ads, you might find that those are costing you $65 per lead. And when you stop and have a think about it, is the quality, the context, or the conversion rate of those leads significantly higher than my leads from other channels? If not, in that instance, we would sincerely recommend you considering the opportunity cost of allocating budget towards that channel and really think about what it might look like to allocate some more of that budget to some of the channels or strategies that have a lower cost of acquisition. But that's just an example. In your business, possibly social advertising is your lowest cost per lead channel, and perhaps in your specific use case, you need to think about taking budget away from the other strategies that have a high cost of acquisition to reinvest it in the social leads to get more of those. The point is, you want to find out what your cost per lead is from each channel and pull budget away from the high cost per lead channel and put it into the low cost per lead channels to get a better return on investment of your marketing budget in 2019. The second thing you really need to look at cutting back on in 2019 are any strategies that you can't track or can't measure. Back in the 80s or the 90s, doing advertising that you couldn't track was pretty much your only option. And as such, the old saying used to get thrown around of 50% of my advertising works really well, 50% of it doesn't work at all, I just don't know which is which. The reason was, in a world of TV, radio, newspaper, and yellow pages, there really wasn't an effective way to specifically track where all of your leads were coming from. Then the internet happened, and all of a sudden, you were able to track the performance of every single dollar that you spent on advertising and work out exactly what turned into a positive return on investment and what didn't. And this process of tracking and measuring everything led to a process of continual improvement, where every single dollar you spend on online advertising should teach you something. It either teaches you something about what works or something about what doesn't. And therefore, if you're doing it properly, your return on investment on your digital advertising spend should continue to go up and up and up over time. But if you're still doing traditional advertising that you can't track or measure, then you really don't learn anything about what worked and what didn't. And you're left scratching your head while your competitors who are doubling down into digital advertising keep improving their return on investment every single month. So as an example, let's say that you spend 50% of your monthly marketing budget on digital advertising that you can track really well. And let's say you put the other 50% into TV, radio, newspaper, and other traditional channels that you really can't track. The return on investment that you get from the 50% of your budget that you put into digital marketing is going to continue to improve month on month on month on month. Meanwhile, with the other 50% that you put into traditional advertising, who knows what's happening? If you've got a marketing budget the size of Coca-Cola, Apple, or Nike, and you want to invest in traditional advertising like TV, radio, and newspaper to help with brand awareness, then go for it. However, if you're a small to medium business that needs to maximize the number of leads that you generate every single month from your marketing budget, then you should only be putting budget into things you can track. Firstly, because it's 2019 and I don't care who your audience is or how old they are, they're going to be connected to the internet all day long. And secondly, any money you spend on anything you can't measure only makes it harder to know where your leads are coming from and decreases your overall return on investment. Okay, you might have guessed it, and that is the inverse of the strategies that you should be doing less of. Meaning, you should be doing more of the strategies that have a low cost per lead. The channels that get you your best leads at your lowest cost. If you're not fully capitalizing on those opportunities, then we recommend doubling down on those strategies and improving the return on investment that you're already getting. And secondly, obviously we recommend doing more of the strategies that you can track. Now that might sound overly simple, but before you close this video, I want to show you how doing just those two things could potentially double or even triple the volume of new sales leads that come into your business over the next 12 months. Firstly, to keep it simple, let's say your marketing budget is split just two ways. Let's say your total spend is $10,000 and $5,000 of that you spend on Google AdWords and $5,000 you spend on buying banner ads on a highly relevant industry website. And let's say your Google AdWords campaign delivers you on average about 50 leads per month. When we take the $5,000 spend and we divide it by the 50 leads, we get an average cost per lead of about $100. And then let's say for the same investment of $5,000 a month, your industry website is delivering you 5 leads per month. That's $5,000 divided by 5 leads, which equals $1,000 per lead. If you only made one change to your marketing strategy this year, and that was to take the $5,000 that you'd invested in the high cost per lead strategy of the industry website and reinvested it into the low cost per lead strategy of Google AdWords, you'd end up getting an additional 45 leads every single month, which is an additional 540 leads for no additional spend. In this example, to give it a different number, let's assume that you spend $20,000 a month. You spend $10,000 of that on digital advertising that you can track and $10,000 a month on traditional advertising that you can't track. And let's assume that on your digital spend, your cost per lead was $100, meaning for your $10,000 investment, you would be getting about 100 leads a month or 1,200 leads for the year. Rather than putting that other $10,000 into print every month this year and hoping that more people see it than they did last year, instead reinvest it into digital activities where you know your cost per lead is $100. And straight away, you'd pick up an additional 1,200 leads for no extra spend. So those are our recommendations on how to get the absolute most out of your marketing budget in 2019. And from everybody here, we sincerely hope you have the best year yet. We really hope you've got some good value out of this video. If you have, please go ahead and click the like button below to help this video get seen by more people. Additionally, if you have any other questions about how to get the absolute most out of your marketing this year, or if you just have any other marketing related questions, please feel free to leave a note in the comments or contact us directly through our website, which should be on screen now. And finally, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that now so you get all the latest videos as they go live. Thanks again and see you soon.